coaching session with the boy Talonis. I'm actually trying a different layout here. Let me know in the comments you guys prefer this, where basically half the screen's a gameplay and half the screen's kind of the map on tac maps, just to show you guys how things are in kind of full motion. Again, I'm trying different things, so let me know if this works or you prefer the normal way. Not a problem either way. I just want to kind of test it out and see how it is. I know on the phone it might be a bit small, so again, just kind of let me know. But yeah, starting off Talonis, on the left hand side here, going through as you're approaching middle map pair. So again, this is why I wanted to try this, so we can kind of see the break. So we can see that you have one person going through the middle here, which is your teammate, and then you have another person kind of behind, right? So off the break, you're sending 2 people through middle, which I think is fine, and you're sending another 2 on the hill. So with this scenario right now, what's happening is you guys are trying to fight for middle map control. You're probably going to fight maybe 1 or 2 of them. You're kind of trying to fight for middle map control, and your teammates are fighting for the hill. So right now, it seems like it probably will be a 2-2 split. But the problem is, as soon as you go through, I know you stunned by accident, you're kind of saying your controller, but that's all good. So right now you go through, as soon as you die here, and by the way, this guy is literally a iridescent, so probably on a smurf, so it's going to be a little bit of a difficult game. I know you said you were kind of struggling in this one, so that might explain it. Probably a smurf, which doesn't make it any easier. But yeah, anyways, when you're in scenarios like this and you go through and you die, what happens now is you've essentially left your teammate in a 1v2. If he ends up dying here, they're going to push through middle and they're going to just really just out position your teammates. They're going to really just funnel in and have the numbers. So it's so important off the break to really try to not die here. Even if you don't get a kill, just you having some sort of map pressure here, even if you shoulder it and play your life and just don't let them push up, what you're doing is you're allowing your teammates to fight a 2 versus 2. And it's just making it a bit more fair, right? So your goal right now is to allow these 4 to fight and you 4 to fight. As soon as you die here, they can push in and they can kill this player here. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, and then they're in a 4v2. So you can see straight away the domino effect of every single kill. So you go through, you end up dying here. Another thing I like to do personally is I like to watch the kill cam, because it just gives you an insight. Oh, how did I die? What did I do wrong? What could I have done better? So we go through as you're sliding across. This is something we went through in the mechanic, okay, in the mechanic session earlier. When you're sliding and you know where they're going to be, you want to be looking right as well, because the second it takes you to look right, they're already pre-aiming you now. So you go through, you end up dying. Again, good shots from them. They end up holding the angle. Maybe we need to get there a bit quicker next time. They send a few people through middle, and now you're in the back foot. So you're going through. 3 people die. So just what I spoke about. Instead of both going through middle, one ended up going through middle, and it looks like the other player actually ended up pushing through. So now your whole team's dead. So they're going to spawn behind you. You are the furthest pushed up right now. So you're number 2 in this case. So with your whole team being dead right now and then pushing up, what do you think you could do right now if you're number 2? Which is exactly kind of the scenario we have.
I should have stair glitched those stairs.
Okay.
Because you can see him on the minimap.
Exactly, perfect. Which is right there with the number 2 that we kind of located, right? So number 2's on the minimap right there, like you can see. So you know he should probably be pushing you. So if anything, I think your crosshair should be aimed on the left, maybe ready for this close gunfight. If you can get this kill and he spawns out, then you can push as a team and you might have a break here. But if you just run, I'm not sure what you're gonna do. If you just run out and he kills you, you're gonna be trapped in this corner. So let's see how you kind of play this. So I actually don't mind this from you. This isn't bad at all. But what we need to do now is first we push up. Okay, so he's not here anymore. So what's happened? It looks like you're there. He's probably just backed off, to be honest, which I think is okay play. I mean, I don't know where he's gone, but he's probably backed off here. So now that he's backed off, he's probably around the corner. What you actually realize is your teammates get a weird split spawn here. As soon as that spawn goes in and I see my teammates there, I'm going to think, okay, this is quite strange. That means somebody's pushed out. So now I changed my thought process. I actually think he's gone right here. I think he's pushed through this way. I just have a feeling that's what he's done here. That's my kind of initial thought. Whether it's right or not, we're going to find out, but I think this is the case. So right now, if I'm over there and they're looking forward, they might not expect the pinch here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it's a really strange pinch. Why would they turn around here? So your job right now, in my head, is to play your life, throw a shoulder, maybe turn around, just watch behind you. Just try and play your life here, because the longer you stay alive and shoulder and just get information, the more kind of pressure you're going to put on them. They're going to look at you and your teammates are going to be able to pinch them. So let's see what happens there. But when you go through like that, I think it was a very risky gunfight. Again, we got to be a little bit careful here, because you jumping in like this, if this player shoots you as well, exactly. So it's a great kill from you, But in hindsight, you were more than likely to die there. So most of the time, I think you probably died there. So yeah, good kill, but really risky stuff there. We've got to be very careful. Because there's 2 of them, I would have preferred you chucking a stun, chucking a grenade, stuff like that. Your main goal here is to buy time for number 1 and 4. Now you're going to go through. You end up getting the first kill. But again, good stuff. It worked out okay. There's someone behind you. So kind of what I thought the player is going to be around there. So now I'm expecting him to push you. And I'm expecting them to spawn behind you. I'm expecting the red team to spawn all over you right now. So your death, so your life here is probably going to be only a few seconds. But if you can be very impactful and play your life and just be a hard target to kill and let your team push up, then you've done a really good job. So you're going to go through. This is really good right now. I like what you're doing. You're playing your life well. You're taking your time. You're going through. We could be a little bit more fluid. But right now, like, I don't mind you playing your life here, but re-peeking this same door, like just shouldering this same door, because you want them to look at you. You don't want them to look at your team here. But you're going through, you're going through. As soon as you leave this area, as soon as you go towards this middle, we're back into square one, where they're not worried about you now. All their attention is going to be on your team. And this is where the problem is, because you're allowing your team, you're not really giving your team much opportunity to hold it. You want to be distracting them. You want them to face you, so your team can pinch. Okay? 25 seconds, they should spawn probably on your right. You're going through middle, you're going through middle. I'm expecting them to come behind you here. And there you go. So can you see right now why they should have come behind you?
I know why they went behind me, because my whole team was
Spawning out,
spawning out on the other
Perfect.
side.
But in the game, this is where we need to realize this, because in the game, it doesn't look like you knew that. When we're looking at the minimap, it's a little bit more clear, but that's the difference between like a gold and like an iridescent, right? Is the time between realizing they're behind me and repositioning. Because right now, if we look, it doesn't look like you know they're behind you from here. If I told you they're right behind you, this doesn't look like you're aware of that. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Just based on the way you're playing.
100% agree with that.
But when we're watching it back, sorry, go on.
At that moment, I wasn't paying attention on the minimap.
Perfect. So now you can see, oh, the minimap's really important. This is kind of why, because stuff like this. So now we're going to go through, they come behind you, they go through, they end up getting 2 kills, you're spawning out, and just like that, with 15 seconds to go, when you actually were kind of pushed up across the map, you were around there, now your whole team is on this side. And what happens is if we split the map into segments, now they know that everyone's down, they're going to trap you on this side. So all 4 arrows are going to be facing the left. Where if you were behind them, 1 or 2 arrows might face the right, and what happens is that creates gaps, which allows your team to push up. And that's what it's about. That's why flanking is so important in certain times. But flanking can be dangerous, because if you flank and your teammates all die, then they spawn with you. So it's very important to flank effectively. So right now you're going to go through. You're only down by 15 on the first hill, so we're going to push through. We're going to try to get some P2 control. So right now you're by yourself. As you're going towards P2, we now know they have map control. So as you're running through this area, one thing we want to work on is just having the map awareness that as we go around this corner, right, I'm expecting somebody to be either on this window here or on the hill. So if this was me, I wouldn't just be sprinting at the hill. I wouldn't be running here, because if they come around the corner now, they kill you. So let's see what you're doing. You're caught sprinting, you're running. So you can see you're sliding out in the open, right? Again, the problem is you're just relying on luck here. You're relying on sneaking through, but you don't have the map control. They should have the map control, so they probably have somebody pre-aiming you. Do you have any questions on this kind of what I'm talking about?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, does that make sense there?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Perfect, because I'd rather you sit on the window here, because the thing is you're running to the hill to get, what, 5 seconds? If they kill you now and you spawn out, they have all the map control. So don't worry about the hill straight away. Just worry about getting the map control. Maybe getting a kill here with an assault rifle, playing your life. Once you think it's clear and your teammate's with you, okay, then we can get on the hill. Just wait for a few seconds, because let's play this out now. There's still 5 seconds left. Now, right now, with 5 seconds left, if I have one person on the hill and I'm saying, where do I want him? Honestly, I probably want him on the window watching over. I wouldn't want him on here, because right now there's so many ways for them to kill you. They can literally slide past you and you won't even realize.
Yep.
And what happens? Just like we spoke about. I mean, yes, you probably should have got that kill, but the point is there's so many angles that are kind of created for you. Look, you're not really sure where to look. You're looking right, you're looking left, they could be on your right. It's just so many angles for you to look at. So even though you probably could have got that kill, I still think that we could have played that slightly better. Now you're spawning behind them. These are one of those weird spawns where you spawn behind them. So maybe we should try going for a different angle. So what you do here again, just being a bit quicker with that decision. If we see here, I want you to go left here. You end up going right and then going left. So you went left eventually, which is great, but just being a little bit quicker. Your teammates get 2 down. Really good stuff here. As we go through, we see someone on the window. If we look at the minimap, we can see him on the window. This is about positioning. So when you're going through this corner, as you're sliding around the corner, we want to be centering. We want our crosshair now to slide, and we want to be crosshaired onto the middle first. Forget the hill. We need to get the kills around the hill. It makes it easier to get the hill eventually. If this player pre-aims you, I think he kills you there. Exactly. 1 kill. Good stuff. Now, if we look on the minimap, there's someone on your right. If we look on the tac maps on the right-hand side, you could be the blue player. You're standing on this ledge here. There's somebody on the hill. So let's just assume he's on this corner here. There's somebody on your right. So let's say he's around there. As you're coming around this corner, I'm not sure what you're going to do, okay? But if you jump down, you'll basically be sandwiched between them. Let's see what you do here. Good. So I like this. You read the right. Good play from you. Not bad at all. Now you're going... But again, you're by yourself here. So right now you're trying to contest the hill. You have no one with you. Your whole team is all the way out here. And they have 4 people. So you don't know where they are right now. All you know is someone's around there. Someone's on the hill. They could have somebody here if they need to. You have no idea. So let's see what happens here. And that's exactly what happens. You slide in by yourself with no information. There's 3 of your teammates out. You then die. While you die here, what happens? Your teammates are pushing by themselves. So now he goes 1 by 1. You go 1 by 1 constantly and you end up dying. So sometimes it's better, if you're the first player, just play your life. Wait, get a kill, let your teammates push up with you. Atlanta phase do this really well. When they're down on a hard point, if someone's got like the rotation, they play it perfectly. They wait for the pinches, they break it once, and then they hold it. They're very, very, very good at that. You go through, great kill. This is what I want to see more of. Instead of running and just getting on the hill, you said earlier that no one gets on the hill, right? I don't think it's that no one gets on the hill. I think you're worried too much about the hill and not the map control. No one can get on the hill right now because they have so many people around it. Right now, if you were the blue team, I don't think it's fair for you to expect your teammate to be on the hill right now. Because, I mean, how can they, right? There's so much map control. So right now, instead of just running on, let's say this is the red setup. I don't think it is, but let's just say this is the red setup. You just sliding out here isn't helping you. But you taking your time, getting a kill, letting your teammates get closer is going to help you. And that's what you did here. You did a really good job. You got the first kill. So right here is 3v3. As soon as you get the first kill and there's a player here, I think you don't need to challenge this player. Because guess what? You have a teammate right there. You see this teammate right there?
Yeah.
You just use this as a distraction. So this is where we need to add our pacing. So you see this player here. In my opinion, what you should have done is you stood there, you shot, you backed away now. Just backed away behind the wall. So they will be distracted. They'll be shooting you, hopefully, and your player can push through and get the trade. This is where teamwork comes into it. Minimap teamwork. Instead, with you pushing forward, you give them a chance to get the kill. The trades are there. Look at that. You go through, you end up dying, your teammate goes through, and same thing. And now it's a 2v2. It gets mixy. He gets the kill eventually, but you're far back now. Instead of being there, you're all the way on the stairs there.
Yep.
And the game starts getting taken away from you. 10 seconds left, you're going to rotate. Again, I don't mind this play. You have to expect now, that was P2, right? We're going into P3. It's towards P3, you're now going through middle. Everyone that you guys killed should be on the rotation here. If I'm sitting on P3, where am I watching? Well, my teammates have middle. Okay, I've got my teammates having middle. My other teammates have the right. I'm going to either watch this left area or P1. I'm going to have somebody watching P1. So as you're going through now, you have to be wary. They could be watching this. So you can't just run through here. You have to be careful that a gunfight could happen. But you see you're sprinting, and this is where you get caught out. With 10 seconds left, if I'm rotating here, do you think you win this gunfight? If somebody's on this head glitch?
You win 9 times.
Why you sound so disappointed? This is fine. The more mistakes we have, the better. This is good. This is what we're learning. Don't sound too disappointed. Okay?
Because when I play, I don't see these things.
But that's good. That's what learning is, though. That's why we're yeah.
With tunnel vision.
Yeah, but we're slowing the game down, though. It's a lot easier. Like, I can't make all these decisions in the game as well. But it's to get you as close as possible to thinking like this in the game. That's the gap. And that's fine. That's a part of the process. Because even after this session, if you make 2 or 3 of these decisions, it will definitely improve your game and it'll start to happen. So right now, I want you to think in this scenario, okay, 15 seconds left. I'm running at the hill. If they have someone rotating, they're going to kill me. So let me shoulder this. Let me take my time. Let me pre-aim right now. Let me pre-aim. Let me not just run in. Let me not just run in. Because right now you're hoping. Yes, it works out because no one rotated. But if somebody rotated, they kill you. So again, you're just hoping that no one rotates. Now, to be honest, with 8 seconds left, I expect someone to be here. The fact that they're not, that's a mistake on their part. You're going through. You're getting flanked there. Again, you were kind of by yourself, so it's the same thing. Now that you're by yourself, it's a bit difficult. We could use our equipment more just to buy some time. And yeah, your teammates need to be closer. They're now closer. But again, just about watching different angles. Somebody sneaks up behind you. It's just a difficult thing. Maybe we could have got off the hill there. Just kind of watch behind us. Going through the front. Let's see what you do here. Good kill. There's one. The trade's going in. Perfect. When you're in a scenario like this, okay, so there's 3 people on the hill right now. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm just going to speak anyways of what I think should happen. When you have 3 players in blue on the hill, your first thought should be to push out and get some map pressure. You now are going to have your blue teammate spawning here. If we look at map pressure, this is our current map pressure. Okay? It's not a lot. So we want to actually have a line around there. If we can, we want to move our team a bit further across the map. So if I'm you right now, you essentially have a free life to push around and try to get some kills. If you can kill 1 or 2 people here, what happens? Let's say you get a 2-piece here and you get traded, right? What happens? These 2 players spawn all the way there. Okay? Exactly, you die, but you spawn here. Now, who wins this engagement? You or them? I think you guys win it. Because by the time you get to the hill, it's what, 10 seconds? By the time they get to the hill, it's about 20, 25. So every kill you get pushed out here buys your team time. And that's why it's so important to play aggressive in these scenarios. You're going through. So again, I don't mind what you're doing, but it's about looking at the gaps. So right now, if we look at the gaps here, where does my teammate spawn? So we get this kill, we get this kill. We get this kill. My teammate's on the right. I don't mind what you're doing. It's just the timing. They end up coming behind you and flanking you. So good play from them. You're going through. Your teammate's there. There you go. Cruise comes in. So you're kind of doing what we spoke about, cutting the lanes. A cruise comes in. They just have a lot of map pressure on you guys right now. They have a lot of pressure on you guys. Although you have the spawn technically, they just have a lot of pressure. But as a team right now, if you see your team constantly going back to the hill, you need to identify that and push out. Because right now, look how many people are on the hill. There's 3 of you guys. Okay? So it's the same problem. We want you to be kind of pushed out if you can and trying to make some plays, trying to get some kills here.
That's the main problem with the solo queue. What I personally find.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely.
There are 3 guys on hard point playing on A point.
But you're one of them though. But you're one of them though. So you can't just talk about your teammates. You have to just say, what can I do better? Because we can't control your teammates, okay? We have to see what can you do. So if that happens and your teammates are on the hill, just be like, okay, cool. It is what it is. Let's just go through. Let's just move ourselves, okay?
But when I try to push out,
yeah,
they're always on. How can I say this nicely? They're angry with me because I push out and I'm not.
That doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. If they're angry, who cares? Mute them. It's not that deep. Like, you just got to do the best for the team. Don't worry about. That's just an excuse. Okay, don't say they're angry. Just do what's best for you. End of the day, if you're playing solo queue, just mute them if you don't want to come and just play the game and try to improve. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest with you. If you're saying they're angry with you, that doesn't make sense. If there's 3 of them on the hill and you're staying there because they're angry with you, honestly, bro, that doesn't matter. Just do what you think's best for the game. Okay.
That's the latest thing that I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm
good, bro.
Always muting.
Yeah, bro. It's if people are toxic. Yeah, bro. You're playing a video game. You're trying to have fun. If people are toxic, just mute them, man. It's end of the day. People like being toxic in Call of Duty. It's a part of the culture. Just mute them, man. You're chilling, bro. You're chilling. Don't stress about it. All right.
I'm muting everyone.
Yeah, bro. That's fine, man. Look, some people like calling out. No problem. If you like muting, no problem, man. I think just play what suits you, man. No problem at all. And again, like try to find people to play with and stuff like that. It might make it a bit better. Just man. You're chilling. Right now, you're going through. Again, there's just no map control. There's no map pressure. So as you go through, he's on your right. It's a little bit hard because what you're doing now, you're constantly going towards the hill, though. You constantly go towards the hill, and we need to kind of work on that. Like right now, again, your teammates on the hill. We need to be chasing kills here and getting map pressure. So your teammates on the hill, and what do? You're going left here. You don't need to go left. You need to find the other players here. As soon as you see this red dot on the right, you need to look to your right. Right now. Look to your right. Right now. Right now. Look to your right. Look to your right. Second quicker, but you're going towards a hill. Okay, these players are good, by the way. They're literally on a smurf. They're iridescent, so I expect them to kind of fry you guys. It's just about how we can make it a little bit easier for ourselves. And right now I'm seeing a lot of times where honestly we're just gravitating towards the hill. 20 seconds left. Okay, so we're going towards a new hard point right now. They had P3 spawns, okay? So in this scenario, you're the blue team. What's happening? So you have somebody around there. You're spawning around there. You have another player on the old hill. You have 2 players on the old hill, okay? So if I'm the red team, I'm pushing through this side of the map. Would you agree with that? This left side of the map.
Of course.
Yeah?
That makes sense.
Makes sense? Perfect. So right now, I want you to think, right, where can I kill them while they're sprinting? How can I cut them up? Like, how can I cut their lane so that they run past me and I get the kill? That's all you're trying to do now, is slow them down so that you're buying time for your teammates. And you actually want the red team to spawn around there. So let's kind of play it out. So you're going through, you're on the hill, and this is the problem. When you're by yourself on the hill, like right now, this is the problem. You keep worrying about the hill, but when you're by yourself, you have all 3 teammates spawning here now. All 3 teammates are on the other side of the map. There is no need for you to be on the hill because they're going to have 4 people looking for you, and then you're going to be dead here. I would rather you play your life here and just be behind them to buy time for your team. And that's the key difference I want you to take from this video, Talonis. Instead of being on this hill here, I would prefer, honestly, you to be here. Playing your life, letting them get on the hill while your teammates are pinching, in this scenario, while your teammates are pinching. If you can kill one of them in the back, let's say you're standing here, right? Timing, you kill one of them in the back, what happens? The other players are now looking at you. One more's looking at you. Straight away, you've made this a 3v2 for your teammates. You have the advantage here because he's looking for you. He's spawning out. For about 10 seconds, you have the advantage. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because now, look, you're on the hill. I guarantee they trade you here. Let's see. Okay, maybe not. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. But yeah, again, you have so many people on the hill. This is a good play from you. But there's the angles. Like, you guys are always on the hill together. There's always 3 of you on the hill. And there's so many angles they can come through. It's just so easy for them. So I want you to be a little bit more creative. If your teammates on the hill, push out. If you're on the hill, then let them push out. If they don't do that, then you need to do it. Just be a little bit more creative. And it's fine if it doesn't work all the time. It's about trying new things. Again, what's the problem here? Your teammates on the hill. Okay, so we don't want to be too narrow. That's perfect. What did you do differently? You pushed out there. You pushed out. You didn't sit on the hill there. And you can see it. It works, okay? I just want you to be more consistent in that. Look what's happening now. You didn't sit on the hill. You pushed out. You get the kill. Exactly like that. Big kill again. The trades are going in. We don't want to be sprinting on the hill. We never, ever, ever want to be sprinting on the hill. Right now, if you know he's up there, you're sprinting, you're never winning the gunfight. You're running right into him.
To be honest, I didn't even see that guy over there.
Yeah, because you were too fast, though. That's the thing. Obviously, when I pause, it's easier. I completely understand. But when you're too fast, it's very hard to spot those opponents because you're running, right? So we don't want to be running at the hill. A little bit tunnel vision here. Again, maybe put a trophy down. We know they're going to be going through the straight and the right and maybe the left. So just be a little bit more, less tunnel vision here. A little bit unfortunate. It was a good position, though. Good position. It was just a little bit unfortunate there. Now you're in the back foot, okay? You guys are spawning on the right side again. You guys are spawning on the right side. Let's see how you break this now. So we're basically back to square one. Oh, why is it not loading? Let me just do this quickly. Okay, perfect. Let me quickly get that back. All right, perfect. We're good to go. So yeah, right now, like, I feel like you're going for... I actually really like this play from you. I really like this play because you're flanking them now. You're flanking them. You're stretching out their pitch. You're making it harder, okay? This is really good. But then you back up in them against yourself. I would have loved for you to carry on here. I would have loved for you to carry on and go behind them. Okay? Because I think they should have killed you when you went through middle. So right now, if you're the blue team, as your teammates are going this way, you have 2 people going this way, right? You have 1 going through middle. I love you pinching. This is a really good play for me. You're pinching. As long as your timing is all right, you pinch them. But as soon as you back away and go through middle, they should have predicted this and killed you here. But they just played it really bad. But yeah, good play. You push through. I like this play. Good aggression. Good stuff there. Really good kill. Again, I'm okay with you dying there because you get that entry kill. Maybe we could have just played this slightly better, but that's fine. That was a good play. That grenade, probably a hard one to hit, so maybe hold it for a second. It seems kind of wasted. He just stuns you here. He knows you're here. He knows you're here. You jumping out in the open. Where is he? Before you go around the corner, tell me exactly where he is. Where do you think he is?
On the head glitch.
But how do you know that? But without looking, how do you know he's on this head glitch? Why can't he be on that head glitch?
I thought he was on that head glitch.
This one, exactly. That's my point though, right? Yeah. You're just jumping out like a crazy man here, Talonis. You're just running at them, right? He's pre-aiming you. He knows where you're coming from. You don't know where he's coming from right now. So we need to stop for a second. He knows you're stunned. He has to pre-aim this or push you. So as soon as you're stunned here, we do not want to just run at them, okay? Because it's so hard for you to get the kill. They're pre-aiming you. You're giving the kill to them. And then what happens?
I was hoping he's on the back head glitch.
It doesn't matter though. He's going to be pre-aiming you though. But he's pre-aiming you and he stunned you. So you're still at a disadvantage. Yeah, but you're stunned here.
Yes, I know.
I know, but again, you're hoping for something. It's very unlikely. We need to be more like realistic and like, what's the highest probability? Okay. Good kill, really good kill there. You're going through. Again, equipment, good shot. So right there, like your shot is really good there. That's what we want to see more of. But then these challenges, we can't be taking like this. Like, just look at the challenge you're taking. You're like Superman here.
Pushing in the middle of the door frame.
Against two of them on a head glitch.
On a head glitch.
It's like you have invisible camo here, right? You're like, okay, fuck this. And look at that. If I pulled this right now into Telonis, who wins this? What are you saying?
Telonis, of course.
Yeah, of course. That's what I like to see now. Like, you're not winning this, right? So now you're one shot. Now you have to back away. You have to take your time. We have to work on these stuff. Right now, your teammate goes through. This is really important. As soon as 3 are down here, okay, this is why I want you to cut your lanes and be more aggressive. You're red right now. You're standing right here, okay? Your teammate has gone through and got a 2-piece. The blue team now are going to spawn here. Are you happy with that logic? 3 of them are going to spawn here.
Yeah.
So let's say this is the current setup, okay? If you're the red number 2 right now, I don't want you to go backwards. I want you to be right here. I want you to be right here, pre-aiming this cut. That's a very important cut. That's what I want you to be. So I want you to go forward and watch that cut. As soon as you go backwards, you create time. You let them get through. We do not want to do that. We want to stop them in this area here, like they did to you. So let's see what you do here. You go right. You go right. As soon as you go right, you create the timing. You've given them the timing now to be able to go through. Just from that play, you've given them the timing to sneak on through. Your teammate's behind you. He should be here watching the right. And he was doing that. He was doing this. So your teammate was going to naturally go there. But because you're there now, what happens? There's no one watching this middle. And they can get through. Right there. You should have been... Where should you have been? Right there, Telonis. That should have been your kill already. Yep. Now, you might get this kill. Or you don't, okay? But you just made it so much harder for yourself. And now that we played it out, you can see, side by side, just that little play here about cutting the lanes and getting that natural aggression. Now what happens? Well, because you didn't play like that, you're giving them time. You're giving them a chance. All 3 of them pushed out now. It's a lot easier. And you can just see how everything is down to decisions. Forget your teammate. I don't want to know about your teammates or about heal, nothing like that. I want you to think, right, how can I improve? Oh, right there. Let's do that, okay? You're a good player. I want you to have the confidence to kind of have some self-criticism and don't worry about your teammates, okay? If they don't do their job, that's fine. How can you improve as a player? That's kind of our goal here. 30 seconds left. Same thing. We're going to push through. We're going to push through. 3 down. As soon as you get this kill.
Just go back? Can we just go back on that?
Which one?
Just as when I shot that guy from the stairs. Right
there. Here? Okay.
Yeah. So I thought there's someone behind us because our
teammates spawned out.
My teammates are spawning on the.
Yeah, so you got a split spawn. Yep. No, perfect. That makes sense. So you turn around.
I turned around and I lost the jump.
What's the problem though? Like, no, yeah, but what's the problem? You read it right though. You read it right. But you're weak here. So you read this right. Really good read. But the problem wasn't like you didn't do anything wrong. It's just the fact that now you're weak and he's right there. Yeah, you read it right, but now you're one shot. So you just challenge a gunfight one shot. That's all that happened there. Nothing wrong.
How would you do that?
I think right now... Okay, cool. So you read it right. So you got the kill. You read it right. I don't think you need to push the second guy. I think you need to just stay here now. Like go up the stairs and just hold the angle. Put a trophy down. Just play an angle, play a little off angle, let them come towards you and see if you can catch anyone slipping there. Because right now you're running. And again, look at your crosshair. Or even if you're going to go this way, go around the corner, prone here and pre-aim this area. But instead, you trapped yourself. Now that player, he has one move only. He's going to slide around and kill you. That's the only thing he can do here. Right? But because you're weak, he kills you. So you want to hold the angle around here. You want to hold the pre-aim here. That would have been, that's probably the only thing you could have done differently there. Really good read. But just about that mechanic, okay, bro?
Yeah.
But yeah, again, question like that, good, because your brain's thinking a bit more. Good stuff again. A little bit unfortunate there. What do you think so far, though? Is it making more sense? Are you seeing your playstyle kind of how it's playing then compared to now? Like, what you're thinking?
Yeah, so I see a lot of mistakes that I make now.
But they're repetitive ones, right? Which is good, because look at this, for example. Sorry to cut you off. Look what you're doing now. This is the exact same thing as the last hill. Not even a different route. You switch the gun at the exact same second. It's like I rewinded it. So exact same thing. Now, if this player was here, he kills you. Same thing. So right now, we can forward it a little bit because it's the same mistakes. Exact same mistakes. But right now, let's see what happens. I like this aggression. He's one shot. I love this. This is that slide around the corner. You hadn't done that before, where you center onto them. Look at this. As you slide, do you remember in the private game I showed you? You you slide. Now look at this. You look left as you're sliding. So we want to do more of that. Slide where you think they're going to be and center there. Good stuff. Yeah, again, another player pushes you, you spawn out. So one thing we could do is like, don't worry about the hill. Worry about the kills around it and then get to the hill. Same thing again. There you go. Now it finally catches up to you where you push through and you end up almost dying there. But yeah, right now, honestly, it's a little bit mixy. You're keeping it close. You're actually doing okay. These hill we can kind of skip a little bit. Nothing crazy. But this is where map control, okay? You right now are... We'll make you the red team just because the red's on the hill. If you're the red team right now, you have 3 people on P3. Exact same scenario. You have somebody coming through here and you have somebody coming through here. There's 2 spots you can be, Telonis. One is pushed up around there. Okay, when you're pushed up around here, what happens? You can see this whole site. Okay, or you could be around here and you could see this whole site. Okay, so those are 2 spots I think are pretty good. But what you decide to do, again, it's not the end of the world, it's fine, but I'll show you the consequences. You play kind of deep here. So you see you're playing very passive here. You're chucking a trophy and you're playing passive. This is the problem it creates. You standing here, where can you spot the enemies? When are you going to find the blue team?
So I can see them just before when they're on the hill.
Spot on. You can basically only see them when they get on the hill. The problem is this is the first layer. You want to have one player here, but you always want to have another player pushed out a little bit further to keep them trapped back. Okay, so imagine this is like a layer, right? Your first layer of defense is this. This is your first layer. Your second layer is this. We want to have one player in the second layer, either there or there, so that if you get a kill here, for example, what happens? If you kill him, he spawns all the way back there, right? But if you're playing in the first layer, you're not going to kill him until when? Until he gets onto the stairs. Exactly. And if you do kill him, what happens? He probably spawns over there. He spawns closer. And if he does kill you, what happens? You then spawn out because there's no other spawn. He's so close to you. But if he kills you over there, what happens? If he kills you over here, he gets a really good shot. He kills you, cool. By the time he kills you, you spawn up. You're still in layer number 1, but he's in layer number 2 now. So by the time he gets there, you have another chance. And that's the difference. I need you to learn that and your whole game will change. Don't play too passive. Right now you're passive, the pressure's coming towards you. 3 go down, perfect. When 3 go down, then I'm okay with this. Because why? Because layer 2, they've exploited it. Now we're in layer 1, that's fine. But we shouldn't start in layer 1. We should try to push out when we can. When we need to, we retreat, we hold it. But this should be a backup option, not our primary option. Great play. But again, we shouldn't rely on this. It should be after what happens, okay? And there you go. As soon as they kill you, you're going to spawn on the other side of the map now. Why? Because where did he kill you? He killed you in layer 1. As soon as he kills you, you should spawn around there now. Let's see. Exactly like that. You literally spawn right there. Other side of the map. 5 seconds ago, you had the full setup. And this is the problem. Okay? You're going through. 2 go down. Right now, you're tunnel visioned again. We don't want to be sprinting right here, bro. We do not want to be sprinting. We're right next to them. We want to be pre-aiming, chucking equipment. We don't want to be sprinting here. They should be in your right here. We should be watching our right. Your teammates got 2 there. We should be watching our right here for the reinforcements. They're going to come behind you. Great 2, but they're going to be in your right. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. They took a little bit longer than I expected, but yeah, the only thing is I don't mind the 2-piece from you. Obviously, it's a good play, but I would be more worried about the reinforcements and just that kind of pinching them together. Like right now, just watch the right for a second, maybe use equipment a bit more. You kind of ignore the right completely. And then they end up winning the team fight, so it doesn't really matter. 30 second left, going through again. Same thing here, You're going to go through, you're going to cut the lane. They're going to be on your right as well. And again, we haven't predicted the right. But can you see why they're coming through the right? Because they're spawning there.
They're spawning there.
Exactly. So it's just about cutting that lane and then pinching the hill. Same thing here. Third time in a row. Let's see what you do here. Same
They're
thing.
spawning on below P3.
Yeah, exactly. They're spawning P3. Exactly. Now you're going through. Your teammates on the hill. Let's see if we can pinch them. You're going to go behind. You're going to go behind. 3 go down. We want to push up now. We want to push up and cut the lane. Same thing here. Right here, you don't want to be pre-aiming this spot. You want to be pushing through. You want to be at an angle where you catch them running. So they're around the corner here, right? You want to be standing here so you catch them sprinting at you. You want to be using your equipment, stuff like that. He's a good player, so good play from him. Again, he's an iridescent, so that wasn't too bad from you. It's not your fault there, but just make it a little bit harder for them. The game's close though. Good play, good play. A lot of this stuff is quite similar now, so there's nothing really new. Everything is kind of similar, but we can keep going and see what happens. We'll see if anything kind of pops up. Do you have any questions while we kind of forward the rest?
Nah.
Everything makes sense, or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Pretty much.
You sound disappointed, man. This is better though. This right here, look, you're cutting the lane right now. In terms of where you want to spawn is a different story, but in terms of just cutting the lane, you can see you're catching them in the sprint is always a better thing. Now, whether you on this side is a different story. I probably think you're pushed out a little bit too far, but generally cutting the lane was good there. But you can see you're pushed out a little bit far and now your teammates spawn behind you. So I would say be a little bit careful there. I probably prefer having the other side. So again, this is what I mean by flanking. When you flank too far, you end up spawning your team out. Again, gunfight, we're taking ego chows that are very hard to win. Look how he kills you. Where does he kill you? While you're sprinting. Look at this. Look at the difference here. That player kills you while you're sprinting, okay? If you went around the corner here, you would have been ready for it. He kills you while sprinting. It's always easier. Always easier. I mean, right now, it's very close, to be fair, so it's nothing bad. It's just a lot of small decisions. 2 go down. Really good stuff here. You want to cut the lanes. Again, you just want to be cutting the lanes a little bit. This is unfortunate. Your team kills you for some reason. But you're always running, though. You're always running in these scenarios. We want to stop sprinting. Like, right now, you're sprinting when you're about to enter the gunfights. You see? We don't want to be sprinting here because your gun's up. We want to be ready. Look. His gun's up as well. If you were pre-aiming, you would have killed him right there. You would have killed him. You would have been quicker than him. So we've got to try stopping sprints if we can. What happens there? Same thing. You're going through. Good kill. A little bit unlucky. Overcommit a little bit. Just angle slightly. Oh my god, 3rd time, Talonis. You're running through 3rd time with your pistol. Let's see what you do here. You running? Yep, you're running again. Oh, you pre-aim it this time. But normally you run there. And now he's behind you already. You're behind the hill. And now, again, your teammates help you this time, so it's okay. But let's see what happens. Good cut. Really good cut there. You need to watch the left. I mean, I'm expecting the game to be over, but you guys actually hung on for a little bit. That wasn't bad, bro. They were iridescent. You told me you got fried. This was not bad at all. Why'd you lie to me, bro? You actually played all right. Bro, you played fine.
Look at the first guy on their side.
Yeah, but he was iridescent.
Yeah, but
this is Smurf, you know what I mean? Yeah, but come on, bro. He's iridescent. He's literally playing on a Smurf against silver and golds, man. Like, you played good, man. Don't stress yourself out. You played really well. Like, you actually played well. It's about cleaning it up a little bit more, okay?
Only thing that I always, how should I say this? Always struggle.
Yeah.
I have a feeling when I'm not on the hill, no one's on the hill.
You keep saying that, but it's not about that. We need to get map control, bro. Because remember, look how many times you said that, and you on the hill, but how can your team get on the hill when there's no map control? Okay?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, don't worry about the hill. You keep stressing yourself out about it. Like, just play the game, get map control. Your team will naturally get on the hill. Because look what you're saying. No one's on the hill. I'll ask you a question, okay? I want you to answer me. Who had the most hill time on your team?
The first guy.
Who had the second most?
I have the lowest.
There you go. So you're telling me they're not getting on the hill, but the stats don't show me that, right? So if you just do your job and kind of cut the lanes, they will get on the hill. Okay, that wasn't the problem. If I looked at this scoreboard and you said to me, the problem was my teammate didn't get the hill, I'll say, what are you smoking, bro? Because you got the lowest time, right? So that wasn't the key problem.
Yeah, but this is one of the games.
Of course, but I can only go on what I've seen, right? And but I understand that people don't get on the hill. But if you just do your job and cut the lanes, people will get on the hill. They want to win as well, okay? Because if you're just worried about the hill constantly, you're going to have no map control. And that's kind of what we saw here.
That's the main problem, as far as I see.
What, the map control or the hill?
Yeah, map control.
Map control, yeah, exactly. So I think you can be really good at controlling the map control, okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, we'll talk in a second. Let's just end the video. YouTube, thank you guys for watching. Again, shout out to Talonis, show him some love, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.